art, especially Hollywood. Hollywood is a very powerful tool. Changes. How do you think America was able to conquer the whole world culturally? Through Hollywood mostly. And if through Hollywood we can change the perception and the image of black people, so for me it's really all good. Because look, the reception of Black Panther in Asia here is unbelievable, unbelievable. So 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 I'm really proud of it. Because for once, uh, we can tell people, don't be afraid. Because I know people, human beings, are usually afraid of what they don't know, especially if they even portray in a certain way. Get to know black people, you'll be surprised. That's the message. But when you're black, it's just like you're like some kind of non-entity, non-human kind of thing. Do you think that yeah? Do you think that came because that's how it always been? It came because that's what is portrayed in Hollywood and every other anything. Fear the black, fear whatever is black and dark. So, and now with a movie like this, people begin to take a second look at what is what is black and stuff. So, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing of portraying us in a light that will make people uh, want to say, no, that is not something I want to be like. But for once that black people are given the chance to tell their own story in their own voice, in their own worldview, in how they perceive the world, how they want the world to see them, and how they see the world, you see the impact that has. Now, we have to be very, very careful to see how that unfolds. Because they are watching. I mean, the actress says, because people say, as the actors and actresses of the movie The Black Panther, they ask them, do you think those people will allow us to continue this way, to tell our story, and will allow us to progress, to improve ourselves and things like that? And then the Zimbabwean actress, Danai, the general, the woman, the tough woman with the arrow, who plays the Walking Dead, the Walking Dead, Danai. She's from Zimbabwe. So, and she, in all of her interviews, she says, who are the they that you're talking about? Now we are the they. You can watch all of her interviews. She tried to remind Africans and black people around the world, stop thinking that way. That's it. Stop thinking, will they? Like we're expecting permission all the time. Because that is how we were trained. That if we did not get the validation from outside, from the white people, from other people, then we are worthless. Validation, self-validation is not allowed. We cannot validate ourselves. We cannot value ourselves. So, and she keeps reminding this, you have to follow her. See, and even the other one, Lupita, those two ladies are their best friends. they have something that they bring into the movie industry in Hollywood. And I'm very, very, very proud of them. Because that denies, she says, stop thinking like that. Stop thinking that we have to wait for some kind of permission for some people from somewhere to allow us to tell our story and define ourselves. We now are the they. If you did not know that before, at least this movie should remind you that now it is us, they. And it's our time now to tell our story, our way, and fight by the stereotypes that have always defined us. So I couldn't have been prouder. Yeah, so I mean, this movie, there's just so much to tell about this movie because it's black pride. Yeah, they try to say, yeah, it's a movie for everybody. It's just, fantasy, Marvel. It's fine, it's true. But there's another layer to it. That's how much this movie has meant to me. Like, after watching it, I felt like I was walking, I was levitating. I was walking in the air. I wasn't touching the ground. A sense of pride I had almost never felt. And I could feel it in almost any black person that I have seen or known who came out of that movie. Had something change in them. Had just a different way. Because a place that is not conquered, has never been colonized, it's so far advanced, and where people, they are strong women, strong men, and people, they can fight it off, but they can still be together and, you know, live for the betterment of humankind. Portraying yourself in that light, because that is what you're aspiring to, and that is what the whole class you and I are talking about. When I always told you, our main thing we're trying to convey to the world is, our philosophy is simple. What does it mean to be a human being? That is all. And how you are the other person's guardian, protector. You live only because the other person lives. I mean, we will fight, we will disagree. I mean, those tribes in Wakanda fought. This is some tribe even challenged the king. But you can see how at the end they all come together because they understand what is more important. So I have no existence if I do not allow you to blossom, to shine. So I should foster that, I should encourage that. That is what the message of Black Experience is about. But they don't want us to tell that story. They don't allow us to do it because it doesn't sell, it doesn't go in their ideology, it doesn't. So you mentioned Get Out. You can see the transition because people say, yes, there are many people who came before that. And I always tell you, all the books that you and I are reading here are written citing people who came before them. We stand on people who came before us shoulders. That is how we grow. So I'm not discounting the works of Will Smith or Wesley Snipes in Blades and the Whoopi Goldbergs and the what was even the other iconic guy who broke the screen, what was his name? It was from the Caribbean there too. Very beautiful black man. He's now very old. That's the guy who everybody referred to when him too, but another one. Guess who comes to dinner tonight? The guy who plays that movie, Cine Portier. You know, those people, I'm not discounting their work. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are. They laid the foundation, but it is an evolution. You should look at the context. It was still within a predominantly white narrative, white everything. And, you know, even though they were the hero, the black hero, but all the cast around was black. So it was just a minority, right? And then we transition now to Creed, the kind of movie like Creed, Fruitvale, Get Out, especially Get Out. You can now see young, dynamic, black directors and cast overwhelmingly pro-black, and then the story told from the black person's lens, because Get Out is actually, you know, a lot of white, but it's really told through a black person's lens because of a black person writing it. So you can now see the evolution, and same thing now with this. So it's so many causes to celebrate, and this is just a beginning. This is just a beginning. You will see many more will burst, and we will, like you said, we are the day. We will tell our story our way.